like a chicken. Like, I love you, but... Alright, so...
She sounds like a dolphin.
Alright, number 1. Alright, so we're going to walk through 1 through 4, and then we're skipping to 8, 9, 10, okay? Because we've got other stuff we have to do today. So remember, on number 1, you have to find the biggest perfect square that goes into 128. So what is the biggest perfect square that goes into 128? This is where our note card. Okay? So that's 64 times what?
2.
Okay? 64 is our perfect square. That is the biggest perfect square that divides into it. What is the square root of 64?
8.
So then it's 8 root 2, and you leave it like that. If you got these wrong, I expect you to be doing this on a separate sheet of paper. If you did not do your homework, I expect you to be doing this on a separate sheet of paper.
So we don't simplify the 8.
No, it is simplified then. Because you took the square root of 64, so it's simplified. Yes.
Like, is there like an easy way to try to find it?
What I do is I usually cut it in half and then think, okay, well, what's closest to that? What can go into it? This one just happens to work with 2, and it's 64. 150 does not work with 2. But with 150, half of that is 75, okay? Well, we know that neither of these go into that. So I would go this way. It's 150, which is the same thing as $1.50. We know $1.50 is made up of quarters. We have a perfect square that's a quarter. Break it down into 21 and 6.
Okay, so I got straight 5 minutes of our phone shut.
And so that's 5 root 6. So my suggestion to you is to cut it in half and then go from there. Stop it. Alright, any questions on 1 and 2? Yes, no, maybe.
No.
Alright, number 3 is the square root of 245. So half of 245 would be, what, 123-ish something? So we could do 121, but I don't think that's going to go into it evenly. Now, what I mean by going into it evenly, oh, you have my calculator, is when you do 245 divided by 121, that is not a whole number. Does everybody understand? It is not a whole number, so you cannot use 121. What else could we use?
49.
49. All right, so we do 245 divided by 49. That gave us 5. That's a whole number. It's magic. All right, 49 is our perfect square. We come back to our card. What's the square root of 49? 7. So it's 7. And this guy is the lonely friend, so he stays in the house to read a book. Does everybody understand? Are we sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Are you sure? Okay, you can tell me if you don't, and I'll walk through it again. Okay. Number 4 is the square root of 300. Now, without a shadow of a doubt, what perfect square do we know goes into 300? 30 is not a perfect square. 100. You were so close. Alright, what's the square root of 100? We look at 100, we go to the left, it's 10. So this becomes 10. And then 3 is the lonely friend that wants to read a book, so he stays inside the house. Because sometimes books are better than friends.
Yep.
Oh man, that's
Story of my life. I'm not even going to play. Stop it, you're not. No, you're creepy.
Parker, if that doesn't sum you up, I don't know what will.
You're creepy. On the floor.
You try to hug me and be. You're creepy.
You tell me who buy chocolates I love.
Alright, 360. What perfect square do we know goes into 360? 36. And it's 36 and what? 10. Look at us go. Alright, what's the square root of 36? And 10 is the friend that wants to stay inside the house. Take a point for whoever said that. Yeah. We need to earn back our points today, Tater Tots, because remember we got that -5 and They're at the front of the room where they always are.
Oh, here, I'll go get it. No, I told you I got one.
Mazzaro, does that help?
This is where you're at.
Do we need to do one more? Okay, yes.
You're never giving that talk back.
I turned it into a sign.
Why do you sometimes you write the little mullet thing and then sometimes you
Bro, you gotta-
I write the mullet every time. See? Mullet, 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 mullet.
You don't do it every time. The front little bit part, the front
Yeah.
little.
I do it every time.
On most episodes, it's just
Mullet, 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 mullet.
on the other side. The
It's
part
also
that
a
hangs
mullet.
down.
Oh, the draggy thing?
Yeah,
You just don't have to write it every time.
Oh, okay.
that was. Oh.
I turned your cable to a sign, by the way.
Is that better? Are you happy now?
I mean, I just wanted to know. 'cause
No, that's not as important as the mullet. The front of the hat is not as important as the back.
I thought that's what you were talking about.
This is the mullet. Yes.
Oh my God. Oh.
Yes, excuse me, sir?
It's women have nuts. Huh? What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
Say mother.
Huh?
Say mother. I said, since it's say mother. What did you say? Mother?
And since there's raining on me,
Mother. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. You know.
Baby, I understand what you were going to say. Just because I'm looking at you like this doesn't mean I want you to repeat it. This is not the repeating face.
This is a be quiet face.
but you're repeating.
Alright, square root of 98. Square root of 98. 49.
Take a
Take a point.
Hey, I said a bunch of
What's the square root of 49? If you said 7, take a point. Okay, so now we're going to move on to 8, 9, and 10, where you have a little friend hanging out front.
We should skip 7? No.
Yes, that's why I said we're moving on to 8, 9, and 10.
I have trouble counting.
That's what we
Right
just...
about the county. Just pay attention.
I love you guys like sliced bread. Alright, number 8. That's all I got right now.
Christian.
Only response to that.
I want mayo to be sprayed on me.
Parker, I sincerely hope it did not pick that up. Alright, what is the biggest perfect square that goes into 192?
96.
Baby, 96 is not a perfect square. Okay, so get your note card. Alright, so the second column, are you don't even have it at, I found the problem. Alright, so the second column is the perfect squares. So we need the biggest one that goes into 192. So I'm going to say like maybe 64, okay? And I'm going to do 192 divided by 64, and can somebody help me out, tell me what we get?
I got it.
Take a point. Christian, you can take a point, sweetie. It's okay. Alright, so then we get 64 and 3. Now, what is the square root of 64? Take a point if you said 8. Now, what else do we have up front?
4.
Alright, so these are our friends that are playing outside. You have to multiply them together. What is 8 times 4?
32.
That's where I got that from. That's all you do is you multiply. Magic! If you come to 0 period, we do all of these.
I was dizzy, I'm sorry.
I woke up.
At the whole class. Yeah, he's always here.
I love the sliced bread joke.
Alright, number 9.
Oh my god, that was
What is this plastic? I know. I can't wait to watch this. With my money.
Alright, so 294. Now, what do you think the biggest perfect square that goes into 294 is? 49? Okay, so we get 49 and what? Are you sure?
That's a 6.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Alright, so then what's the square root of 49? Alright, so then the 7 comes out front and he's friends with the 2. So you multiply them together and you get negative 14 root 6.
Is that 49?
He is the closest person to me besides Ashley, and he can't hear a single thing. Like, I don't know how you turning around out like that, baby. What you gonna say? That's not your ears.
Stupid.
Alright, now get your note card. Get your note card. Get your note card.
I'm sweating.
Now, do you see that I have this third column right here? I would like you to please get a third color and make this third column. Now, did you notice that on your paper last night, we have some that have cubes? We have a cube index. Yes, no, maybe.
Yes.
Okay, so when we have the square root, we look for perfect squares. When we have the cube root, we're going to look for perfect cubes. So you literally do the same thing, but with the perfect cube. So 1 cubed is 1. 2 cubed is 8. 3 cubed is 27. And so forth and so forth. So I would like you to write those down in another color, or put cube on top of them, something so you know that's the perfect cube. Does everybody understand? Are we sure?
Yes, ma'am.
You could also write them on the back of your note card if you want to.
I can't wait for my video tonight. Hands down the funniest class today.
Alright, let's go. Wrap it up. We got things to do. Come on. The next part of our lesson.
Teachers, students, can I have your attention for a quick announcement, please? Announcement from JROTC.
Hustle, guys. Come on.
They are holding a Valentine's Day card drive for children's hospital patients. Please sign a Valentine's Day card and drop it off Monday during the day or Tuesday morning
Oh, I love
in
that.
JROTC room 124 or at the main office, and help brighten a child's day on Tuesday. Thank you. Also, congratulations to Allison McCrimmon, who will sign a letter of intent in soccer with Auburn University Montgomery this afternoon. We are proud of you, Allison, and look forward to cheering you on at the next level of play.
Now we have
Members of the
the
boys
cube
and
root
girls
of
soccer
16
team
is our
and
next
students
number. It's
will
number
receive
11.
An
Yes.
invitation to attend Allison's signing.
Alright, so when it says the cubed root, you need 3 of the same number.
Library.
So that means that we're going to be pulling from this column. We're going to be pulling from our perfect cubes. Now, what is the biggest perfect cube that goes into 16? 8. Alright, so that breaks down into 8 and 2. Now again, it's the cubed root, so we're looking for the perfect cube. What's the cubed root of 8? Nope, go all the way to your counting. It's 2. So that becomes 2 cubed root 2. That's it. You still do the same thing, you just take the cubed root.
And we put the.
Put the 3 in the index. Yeah, the 3 has to be in the mullet. For what we're doing next, yes, the 3 is always there. So in the first ones, we did the square root, right? Our index was 2, so we just used perfect squares. Now we're doing the cubed root, so we need our perfect cubes. Alright, so our next one is the cubed root of 40. So again, that's our third column. What's the biggest perfect cube that goes into 40? Okay, so let's do 40 divided by 27 and see if we get a whole number. I got 1.48. So that's not a whole number, so let's go back.
8.
8, okay, so let's do 40 divided by 8. I got 5.
Actually, typed in 400.
Alright, now what is the cubed root of 8? So go to 8, go back to the counting. It's 2. So it's 2 cubed root 5. That's it.
Oh, this is easy.
Yeah. You're doing the same thing, but with the cube. All right, number 13 says the cubed root of 135. So we know it's not going to be 125. We could try 64. So let's do 135 divided by 64.
You get 2.10.
So that doesn't work. What about 27?
You get 5.
Look at you go. So 27 and 5. What's the cubed root of 27, everybody?
3.
Take a point.
Yeah, you took one.
So then it's 3 cubed root 5 is your answer. This guy right here. So this weekend, what I want you to do is I would like you to do through number 20. Yep, those are all the cubes. Do through number 20. Now, if you would like extra practice on the squares, I have some at the front. Would anybody like extra practice, just to be safe?
I'll come back tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll take it tomorrow.
Okay.
Did you say tomorrow? Yeah.